Hi, welcome back to Trainwreck and the all-new A Different Forest. I'm Jessica.
I'm Joe. All new. Haha. No, I don't. Sorry.
We're also glad you came back, and we hope you're enjoying the new site.
Yes.
Let's get to business.
Uh,
Tell me, what did you do all week?
I moved in with your brother. We got a place.
You did.
Yeah. It's a step up for this guy here. I don't know. You can come by if you want. Just call me.
How's it going over there?
That's not bad.
No?
It's new. I mean,
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're just going to jump in because Joe spent all week moving.
Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. I'm sorry.
This week, I want to talk about the vampire explosion in pop culture. Vampires are everywhere.
Yeah, there's
nowadays.
there's 3 new television shows based on what I thought was Twilight, but
I would think so too, but apparently not enough. You know, HBO does True Blood. Sorry, it's true. I was in Barnes & Noble the other day. Tons, shelf upon shelf of young adult vampire romances.
Yeah.
It's all over. Now, I want to know why. What is with this vampire phenomenon explosion going on? Huh?
Well, it's sad to say, but I gotta probably admit that Twilight made it all happen. I really, I don't know. It sucks. I don't like admitting it because, yeah, if Nosferatu came out in this day and age, everyone would be like, "Oh, vampires! Oh, they're ugly and nasty, and they're what they're supposed to be." Okay.
You can say that this phenomenon started with Twilight, but why did Twilight take off the way that it did?
Because they casted this movie with pretty-looking people, I suppose.
That could be it. That's my reason. But there's got to be more to it than that. And I think I might have found the answer this week. It's like this. Forever, past century, vampires have been associated with sex. And that got me thinking, why? Is it the sucking? Right? The oral fixation on the neck? Because it's just, warm and, it's almost like necking.
Necking.
Right. Forever, images of vampires were a male vampire and, a weak woman or a sexy succubus woman on a man. What is with the sex tie-in?
I guess I never noticed it because it was always there on some level. But sex sells.
It does. Okay, but wait a second. Why is it with vampires? What is it? Listen, okay, you're a True Blood fan.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think it's sexy?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of parts, but...
Okay, what about you in True Blood? Do you think it's sexy?
I don't know about sexy, but it takes it that step further, and they actually have the sex scenes and stuff, but...
What is the draw between Suki and Bill? I mean, they have people being paid to be bit, right? In that show? For the sex.
But it isn't sex. They have...
But it's sensual. It's lust.
I think it's just
people pay
the experience. Like, you can go... In True Blood, they have the bars with the vampires where you can go to get bitten.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay, but it's equated to a sexual experience, correct?
I guess, on some level. But... You can compare that to anything.
Okay, but do you secretly want to be Bill?
No.
Would it be a turn on to exert that kind of power or sex appeal?
I wouldn't immediately go turn into a vampire just to have sex. But it'd be cool to have those powers. Yeah, why not? But either way, I don't think that's like... I think that was always a given when it came to... Plus, they have the mind control, and when you get bitten, like in the old vampire movies, right, you were immediately like a slave or a puppet to your master.
Exactly.
You could do whatever you wanted. I think now, compared to when Nosferatu and the old Draculas came out, they know that, they're going to involve sex. And they know people are going to buy into it. It's more of a marketing
But what is with the vampires and sex?
Well, yeah.
Look.
But because vampires, they can make them and manipulate them on screen to make them look like attractive people. But think of it this way. If they had Night of the Living Dead, and a zombie walked in the house, and instead of coming at you to come and eat you, they came at you with a full-blown boner, and they wanted to have sex with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's not...
Oh, Joey. Boner.
But their appearance, though. Because they're all mutilated, they're all that stuff.
Exactly. Now, listen to this. I think I found the answer. It's tied in with this appearance thing you bring up. Okay. This past week, while researching for Trainwreck, I came across an article written by Stephen Marsh for Esquire magazine. This is what he said. Marsh says, a quiet but profound sexual revolution and a new acceptance of freakiness in mainstream American life. There it is. That's the answer. For years and years, we've had vampires. Dracula, Nosferatu, creepy, mysterious, mythical beings. And although they exude a kind of sexual quality, they weren't sexy. They weren't beautiful. Never described like that, right? And then we were offered the most perfect physical being. And then Edward Cullen came along. And we had the most perfect, beautiful being ever. We could have it all. The rebel and the danger, the taboo forbidden fruit. He can kill you with a flick of his wrist. That's hot. You risk your life to have sex with this guy, and he's absolutely gorgeous. Something that no other vampire really had going on. That, Joe, is why the vampire fascination exploded. Marsh says profound sexual revolution. New acceptance of freakiness in mainstream America. It's okay to love Edward Cullen, to embrace him. He wants to be good, and he's hot. But he's still so damn dangerous and appealing. We can have our cake and eat it, too. We get it all like that. This may not be the appeal for everyone, but let's take a quick look at the Twyverse and the fan fiction that's going on there. It's all about bondage these days. The dominance and the danger. It's about a badass, loving a girl. Turning her to, turning the guy to mush or whatever. That's what it is. And it's all okay because he's absolutely gorgeous. This pretty face made it okay for the bad sex, the lust, to be good and to be accepted in pop culture. That's my answer. What do you think?
I don't know. To me, this has been ongoing, really. And I think now, more than ever, yes, sex has been brought into cinema. And, well, because I don't read the Twilight books, but to me, I know that's just a marketing scheme. I know that's like they can bring that into a movie, cast a movie with pretty-looking people, and it's going to sell and involve a little sex.
But wait a second.
An example, though. Because perfect example is the movie Species. Species. It was about an alien who was, somehow put into this dude's body, and his job was to go around and have sex and impregnate all these women so he could procreate and make little alien babies. They still knew what they were doing. They were involving the sex, and they knew that these people were going to watch it because of that.
Wait a second. You can't deny that this vampire thing exploded.
Well, the vampire thing is
as soon as they stamped a pretty face on a dangerous way
they did,
to do it.
See, to me, though, it's nothing abnormal. Well,
you've always been a freak show.
not even like that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess this isn't really an epiphany to me.
It's okay for housewives, and it's okay for, the 15-year-old crowd.
And it's a fantasy. I see that.
To
because
say,
it's not realistic.
No.
You can't go out and find a vampire on the street and go, this will be a new experience, or this will be something different and rebellious.
That's an excellent point, though. Because it can be realistic now. You can take your deepest, darkest sexual fantasies, leather, strangle me, tie me up,
alter it,
put a pretty face on it, and guess what? It's accepted in mainstream America.
Then, yeah. But it's nothing. I think it's really nothing new to me.
For the vampire world,
I think people are
and
just
for the vampire